wheel.
Live from Studio B at KPRC Channel 2. Houston Live starts now.
Happy Wednesday, everyone, and welcome to Houston Life, October 7th. I feel like we're off to the races in the month of October already, Courtney.
I mean, we already are. Absolutely.
So glad to have all of you with us today on Houston Life. We've got a packed show, as always. I am really having a moment because you know how I feel about LED lighting.
Clutch your pearls, please.
You know, light-emitting diodes. Guys, today is National LED Day. From how to select the right light bulb for your rooms to the latest workstation lamps, which is very critical because during COVID, so many people are working from home. Home improvement expert Catherine Emery, one of our favorites, she is sharing simple tips we can all use to update the lighting in our homes.
That's right. I can't wait to check in with her. Love her. Also, the Bayou City Arts Festival, you know, it's going viral, but how you can help save our art and support more than 300 artists from all over the country. The virtual experience is happening now through Sunday, plus details on how you can join in on a virtual happy hour featuring local artists DONKEEBOY and me. But you'll tune in to hear from DONKEEBOY, though. You've already done one of these earlier. It was last month, right, Derek, where you did the virtual happy hour?
Yes, and it was
very
so
excited.
Much. Yes, with Gonzo 247, and you know we're big fans of the Bayou City Art Festival here.
Absolutely.
Spring and fall. This year is a little bit different, but the good news is it's still going on, and there are ways that you can get involved virtually and still connect with some of these artists who really come from all over the place. We have so much talent here in Houston.
Yes,
but you get to meet people from truly everywhere.
And this is a big show. I mean, people, you know, artists apply to be part of the show and see if they can get their work here. And so it's really fantastic to not only shine a light on the artists around the country, but right in our backyard. So it's going to be fun hearing from DONKEEBOY as well. And I think we'll do a little happy hour. Can we just talk about our Astros?
Yeah, let's do it.
I mean, they are killing it. I'm loving this. So I cannot wait to wear my shirt. I know. I have one of those hate us shirts and I love it, but I'm waiting to I just feel like they got some swagger now. Like they are coming out of the gate. Things are happening. The stars are aligning. All is happening and everybody's feeling good. You know, I don't want to say too much, but I'm super excited about it because just get out the brooms for tonight, I think. Let's just move it on. Let's move on to the next
some good
round.
news, right? I think we could all have, you know, something lighter to look forward to.
Yeah.
And they have been doing such a great job.
They've been doing great. And by the way, the A's have had their number all season. So this is so cool that they're coming in and just the other day I was watching the game and the boys have math tutors, a tutor, and I had my earbuds in and there was some, the game was tied or maybe they were down by 1 and there were some big plays that happened and all the tutor and Connor could hear is because I was in the other room just trying not to, you know, do anything that would be distracting, yet I was distracting. And so, you know, it was awesome.
Well, we like to this year because going to baseball games, it's probably our favorite sporting event to watch, right? There's something really exciting about being in the stadium. Yeah, there's something very nostalgic about it for so many of us. And I think because we can't actually go to the stadium. Tonight they're playing in Oakland, right? So they're not in town. They're playing here tonight?
No.
Yeah.
They're in the bubble at Dodger Stadium.
California, Oakland, LA, it's all the same, right?
Yeah.
But even though we can't go to the games, I still think it's a great way to, you know, show your spirit, put on your gear. You can enjoy it at home.
So awesome.
Whole new world.
And it's so funny because at my house, we've got all this crazy Halloween decoration and I still have my Astros wreath up. So it looks kind of funny, but it's what happens in October when there's October baseball, right?
Yesterday, we talked about doing the early holiday tree, doing a fall tree that you can decorate with Astros decor. How about that?
I'm all for it. You know me, I love a good tchotchke decoration. I was trying to think of the word clutter. I love a good clutter.
And you know I love that for you.
I know I make you itch when you think about it.
Hey, did you hear about Russell Westbrook from the Rockets? This is really cool. I want to make sure I get the amount right. $8,000. That was the amount of a tip he left for housekeepers at the Grand Floridian Hotel. That's lovely.
You know, that just makes me like him even more, really. I mean, because so many people, I think, regardless if you are a big sports professional athlete or you are somebody that is staying at a hotel, not a professional athlete, a lot of people leave the room and don't tip the maid service. And, you know, those people work super hard in a job that not a lot of people want. And I think it's fantastic. I love hearing these stories when people do that, leave a giant tip or just go out of their way to help someone in the service industry. That should be in the headline everywhere. Everybody needs to feel this story today.
Have you seen this campaign that a lot of influencers are doing? I know the look on your face changed when I said the word influencer. I know.
I don't know if it's a funny story or a real story.
No, it's a very heartwarming story, because what some people are doing on Instagram is they're using their followers to actually raise money for people who work in the service industry.
I think it's awesome.
Restaurant staff, you know, someone behind the bar at your local bar, which is probably closed still at this point. But what they've done is they've sort of encouraged their followers to raise money, and then on Instagram, they capture the moment when they actually tip out, they pay out this worker, and you know, you get to experience the moment of surprise. It really is a heartwarming thing that's been going around. So I think that it's a fantastic thing to do. If you have the means to tip a little extra, I mean, we certainly are when we've been, the few times we've gone out.
Absolutely. And I think even, you know, I've always had the great debate of, if you are taking something to go pre-COVID, do you tip? You know, if you're just picking up and I'm running out and you didn't wait, so do we tip? Because there's, on some of them, there's the tip line.
Yeah.
But now, even though I'm not staying and I'm picking up these orders, I do. I always add a little extra because they're not getting as many people walking through the door, and most of the money is probably coming in from takeout orders.
Yeah, yeah, that's so true. I didn't even think of that, because so many people wouldn't even tip a dime on takeout.
Right.
I was actually on the phone with my friend this morning, Nick, and he was saying in his city, they've actually added many restaurants just a 10%. If you're doing takeout, they've added a 10%, almost like a COVID fee to help support the restaurant staff. And we know that for so many of these restaurants, they've been in the red for so long, and they're sort of barely breaking even. So that doesn't leave a lot of wiggle room for people who, at the end of the day, are still paying the bills and taking care of their families.
Absolutely. But I love hearing these stories, and a little extra goes a long way, I think, for so many people. I mean, even if you don't have the means to do an $8,000 tip, you know, a little extra, I think that for somebody, that could mean the world to so many people.
We always now tip when we stay in a hotel room, for sure, without
absolutely.
question.
We always tell the boys, this is what you do.
I didn't realize that was a thing. And I mean, growing up, we didn't really stay in many hotel rooms.
Right,
and then
you didn't go on a lot of trips.
And yeah, but now, I mean, yes, of course, these people work so hard, and, you know, oftentimes they're juggling multiple jobs, and anyway, that's great. An $8,000 tip. Hopefully that goes a long way. Well, some sad news to report from the world of music. I think we were Showtime when we found out Eddie Van Halen had passed.
Yesterday, and I have to tell you, I mean, that was crazy when we heard that news yesterday. But on SiriusXM, they have a tribute channel going on, so it's all Van Halen. It's all these stories. I first saw Van Halen. There he is, right there, Eddie Van Halen. You know, he started Van Halen with his brother Alex, who's the drummer, and that's how they formed Van Halen. And I actually saw them with Van Hagar. So it wasn't with David Lee Roth. That's what they call it. So it was at World Music Theater in Chicago. Actually, it's Tinley Park, Illinois, just a suburb of Chicago. And that was life-changing. That concert was life-changing.
How so?
It's the music, the musicality, the vocals, I mean, everything. It wasn't just a rock band. Like, they put on a full show, and you almost didn't know where to look. But they, you know, sometimes when you see somebody in a concert, I'm not talking about a symphony hall, I am talking about a big venue, a band, where you hear them in concert and you think, oh, that's disappointing. They didn't sound good. It doesn't sound like the band that because so much is mastered and digitized and all these. They're like old school, you know, OG rockers, you know, and there's nothing to hide. They have great voices, great musicality, everybody in the band. And one of the things I did not hear, so while listening to SiriusXM today, LL Cool J called in to talk about how Eddie Van Halen was such a pivotal part in his life. idolized him from afar, but then the two worked together on an album for LL Cool J during a rough patch in his life and things he was going through personally and musically. And they did these two songs together. One is We're the Greatest. This is back in 2013. And I mean, he was getting choked up just talking about watching him perform in front of him and just Eddie Van Halen just kind of letting him into his music world. And he was just flabbergasted by it. And it said it changed the way that he viewed music from that point forward.
So many people have had that deep connection. We even had people in the building yesterday who sort of had to take a moment. You know, when I lived in LA, I lived a block from the Viper Room.
Right,
and
famous.
the Whiskey A Go-Go. So I lived right off Sunset Boulevard. And I was not exactly going out, you know. I didn't have the long hair. I wasn't headbanging. It was a little past that time. But I definitely appreciated living in the spot where, I mean, on those tiny little stages at the Viper Room and the Whiskey and the Roxy, all these other little spots that are kind of dives along Sunset Boulevard. Back in the heyday, I mean, these were iconic performances, you know, some of their best performances, legendary performances on these little stages at those venues. And it was always interesting to me how the world just sort of like, there's traffic going down Sunset, like people are just passing by.
Right.
But so much musical history was made right there.
Absolutely.
And not just in music too, I also think like the fashion, the style, so many different hairstyles, so many ways they influenced our culture as we know it today.
Right.
Certainly is, it's just a strange feeling to know that at such a young age, 65 years old,
65,
right?
Yeah.
Throat cancer.
Yeah, and tongue cancer, I think, is how it started. And he, even though he smoked heavily, but he says he always held his guitar pick in his mouth, and his guitar pick was metal and brass, the type that he used. And it said that where the cancer was found on his tongue was the same spot where he would hold the guitar pick. He never had any problems with his lungs, so he himself was convinced that that's what happened, but no one medically ever confirmed that. But incredible. I mean, you know, he classically trained musician in piano, couldn't read music.
As many rock stars are classically trained.
Absolutely. And in piano, too, because I can't think of his name. Lars from Metallica, same thing, started with piano. Maybe it's not Lars. Is that the lead singer's name? No, I'm double thinking myself. But anyway, but still could not, he faked it, couldn't read a sheet of music, but learned how to play by watching and listening. Really incredible. And just also the tapping, that was his signature on the guitar solos, where he would use his fingers on the guitar, and that was his signature sound. I'm going to say move because it was a move, but it was a sound that really he started.
Well, there are so many tributes online, and you can see moments like that. If you just search the videos, and you can see some of these old venues where they've played, and it was kind of cool to take a trip down memory lane yesterday and just to see all the love pouring in. Now, and I remember just watching their videos too on MTV. You know, that heyday season of the videos when MTV started, Jump, all of their. Watch them because that is like classic Eddie Van Halen. And I'll remember I clutched my pearls when I saw that he cut his long hair. He was cute with long hair, but he was cute with short hair too. It was just kind of one of those like heartthrobbers. But at the same time, a lot of people were heartbroken when that haircut happened.
I know.
I liked him either way.
And you know, his first wife, Valerie Bertinelli, who they had their son Wolfgang with, I know a lot of information about him.
You do.
I know. I'm kind of a fan. They met after a concert in Shreveport, Louisiana.
You're kidding.
No, and you know, they ended up divorcing and all of that, but yeah, that's where they met.
Wow.
Crazy. Yeah.
I'm sure it's a somber day for Valerie.
Oh, I'm sure, and their son, of course.
We also need to point out Johnny Nash's passing as well.
Yes.
Houstonian, reggae and pop singer, songwriter, actor, producer, and maybe even if you're not familiar with his name, you have definitely heard his music. I Can See Clearly Now. Hard to believe he's gone as well, 80 years old.
I mean, heaven just got a little bit more groovy with the music today, I think.
Yeah, a little more musical, right? What was your first concert? Did we talk about this on the show before?
We did. So I have two firsts, because I have the first concert that I went to with my mom, and then I have first concert that I went to without parents.
Okay.
So first concert I went to with my mom was the Pointer Sisters.
Cool.
Yeah, that was super fun.
Oh, I bet.
The costume changes, and that might have been right around the time of, well, I'm guessing it was like late 80s or something. I don't remember. But like very vibrant colorful neon costumes they wore, and they were just so cute. And then without parents, my first concert was Psychedelic Furs at University of Illinois, Chicago. On like a Tuesday or a Wednesday, because the next day you go to school and you wear your concert shirt. So that's
of course,
what you
had to show everyone that you went.
Yeah.
Yeah, growing up, we didn't really go to a lot of concerts. I feel like I missed out on a lot of things.
Yeah.
Growing up. I told the story once, I think on this show, right? Or was it that other show I did?
It might have been the other show.
So Phil Collins was the first official concert I went to because...
Great musician.
Yeah, he was great. He took a break for a while, or he's still officially retired. I'm not sure.
Not sure.
Well, I won tickets on the radio. So I used to call... Did I tell you?
No, I don't know, because I used to call too.
I used to call, I swear, guys, during the summer when school was out, I would just call radio stations all day to try to win things.
I think it's, but you won. It paid off at some point.
I mean, I won all kinds of things. I won a VHS movie of Cool Runnings. Do you remember that film?
Oh, and the boys finally watched that during quarantine. Loved it.
I won movie tickets to a special screening of French Kiss starring Kevin Kline.
Oh, I remember that show.
My mom wouldn't let me go because it sounded disgusting.
Oh, risque.
So we wasted those tickets. And then I won Phil Collins tickets. I really wanted to take my friend Josh Stark. Hi, Josh. He's not watching. He's busy flying planes somewhere. But
he could be watching.
He's not watching.
He could be off.
He doesn't live in Houston. So
there's an app we can watch on our app.
We do have many fans around the world. But the point is, my mom accompanied me to the concert. I think I was 13, and she stuffed tissues in her ears.
And yours, right?
And sat there, and I was like, Mom, like, get up, like, everyone's, I mean, whatever. But she was very, very offended by the suggestive dancers on stage, and that was the last concert I went to until I could buy my tickets.
Yourself. Remember the first concert we went to?
Katy Perry?
Katy Perry.
I know. How did we end up literally in the front row?
It's just what happens.
It's just what happens. We have a good time, I'm just saying. That was really, really cool.
That was such a great show.
The box was nice, but front row, I mean, Katy Perry.
I know. On the floor, that's where you got to be. Where your ears are ringing the next day. It's fantastic.
Yeah. I can't wait to get back to a time and place where we can all go to a concert again. Knock on wood.
It's going to happen.
At some point it will happen. Maybe a year from now. We'll see.
I think so.
Okay, well, something that you can do in the meantime, even if you cannot go to a concert, how about going to the Houston Zoo, right? It's the newest exhibit at the Houston Zoo. South America's Pantanal opens to the public this Saturday.
Y'all, this is so great. Guests can explore the tropical wetlands of Brazil right here in the Bayou City, and that's where we find Lauren Kelly getting some early access. This is such a treat, Lauren.
You guys, this exhibit is going to blow your mind. I've got a sneak preview of it coming up here in just a second. You don't want to move because one big thing here you're going to see at this exhibit, giant sea otters. Look how cute they are. Max and Drew are snacking it up, and we'll be right back with more from the Houston Zoo. That's next. Well, the Houston Zoo has so much to do already, but guess what? They've got a brand new exhibit. It is South America's Pantanal, and I'm here with Kevin with the zoo. First of all, you got to correct me. I had the otters incorrectly
So you almost had it right. You said giant sea otters. It's giant river otters.
My bad.
Yeah.
Sea, river. See, you can come to the zoo and you can learn all of these things.
Yeah, and this is the first time we've ever had giant river otters at this zoo, and the first time that a zoo like Houston Zoo has done a big Pantanal exhibit like this, focusing on the South America.
Right. So, Kevin, when we hear that word, tell us about what all is included in this exhibit. What types of animals?
So as you go through, I would plan on about an hour or an hour and a half to go through, but we have howler monkeys, golden lion tamarins, blue-billed curassows, blue-throated macaws, giant river otters, jaguars, rhea, tapir, swans, screamers.
This is one of the most beautiful views, though. I have to point out, what are we staring at in this water?
So this is what we call our savanna grassland exhibit. It's one of my favorite views of the entire Pantanal exhibit.
It's beautiful.
And so we have some swans. The gray birds that you see right behind, those are crested screamers. We have greater rhea, is the tall ones that look like ostrich. And then we also in this area, we have capybara. I can see one right back there in the bushes. We have a tapir, which is a 550-pound animal like you've never never seen before. And a lot of these animals spend time around the Pantanal because that's an area that naturally floods every year in the wild.
Which is so magnificent. I want to look over here as well because there's so much more to see. There's so many animals, but like one of the big attractions is the jaguar.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. What's his name?
So we have Tesoro here, and Tesoro is one of my favorites. So this is a jaguar, and jaguars are big, powerful cats. In fact, they're the third largest cat in the world, right behind tigers and lions. And Tori is just doing a little bit of training with Tesoro here. He weighs about 150 pounds, and if you look at his habitat, it's amazing. It's twice as big as the place that he was at before, and it has 3 levels, and it has this shallow stream throughout it, and it even has an overhead bridge. So when you come here, you can actually see him walking over the top of your head, going back to his bedroom area.
Wow, what a great photo op, too. So he's used to all of this lush surrounding. This is exactly how his habitat would be in the wild?
That's right. So we wanted to do everything. So our CEO went to the Pantanal. The mud banks are modeled just after the mud banks that you could find in the Pantanal, and a lot of the trees and bushes that we have, and of course the water. So yeah, he's very used to it. One of the things that was important to us is as we were moving animals in, we gave the animals time to get adjusted to this new space before we started bringing people out.
And really quickly, we're also helping save these wild animals as well, right?
That's right. Just by visiting the Houston Zoo or visiting the Pantanal section, you're helping us to save animals in the wild.
I love it. It's such a magnificent exhibit. Thank you so much for showing it to us. I want to keep in mind when people come out here, they still need to make reservations for the time. And we're keeping the masks on for now, and everybody's just staying socially distant. But let me tell you something, with the space that this exhibit has, there's so much room for that. It's just wonderful.
It's wonderful, and the weather is perfect right now, so October is definitely the best time to come. Just go online to houstonzoo.org, reserve your tickets, and come on down. We'd love to see you.
Now, Kevin, I'm going to just shush you right now. Do not say anything else about this perfect weather. We want to keep it just how it is.
Gotta keep it, right.
HoustonZoo.org for more information to reserve your time. You got to come out here and see this. Open to the public on Saturday. Thank you so much for all the info.
Thank you.
Derek and Courtney, back to you guys.
Okay, the glimpse that you just gave us, Lauren, it's so incredible, and I love, love, love our Houston Zoo so much. This new exhibit is fantastic.
Yes, yes.
Very, very nice. Lauren, thank you so much. And it does remind me, it's the perfect date night. It's great for families.
Absolutely.
All ages. Get out and enjoy this weather while it lasts.
So fun.
Only going to get better. All right, still ahead on Houston Life. From how to choose the right color temperature to latest innovations in light bulbs, simple tips to update the lighting in your home.
And we'll be right back with more Houston Life.
Hey Houston Life, this is Gloria from the Heights. I have been stage 4 breast cancer free since 2017. Thanks for putting a smile on my face every afternoon.
Hello Houston Life. My name is Janelle and I'm a member of Beauty Beyond Breast Cancer, and I'm a 5-year breast cancer survivor. Cancer is tough, but so am I.
Hello, Houston Life. My name is Marisa Ruffin, and I am a 12-year breast cancer survivor. Woo-hoo!
Woohoo! Back at you, ladies. Gloria, Janelle, Marisa. I mean, I love hearing those stories, and they all look fantastic.
And I am so glad to hear we can put a smile on your faces, because you certainly have put smiles on ours as well. I love the boxing gloves, too.
Absolutely.
All right, why don't we hand it on over to Keith and Christine ahead of the news at 4. Hi, guys. How you doing? Justin's there, too.
Yes, yeah, man. Those ladies are such champs. Yes,
Gloria, Janelle, and Marisa, you go, girls. Without a doubt. Yeah, great to see you guys. We got a lot coming up. We're talking about how beautiful the day is. We're also keeping an eye on Delta. So, Justin, where are we at with the hurricane?
Yeah, well, the hurricane's finally made its way off the Yucatan Peninsula. Both Cozumel and Cancun got whacked pretty hard late last night as a Category 2 hurricane. So we'll see if we can get some fresh pictures and video from there. But it is starting to emerge out into the southern Gulf, as you can see. Some of the outer bands, I mean, with outer bands, slowly moving their way towards the Texas coast. If you've been seeing a little bit of high cirrus cloud cover in the sky, that's what it is. Now, the advantage we're going to have is that we still have a decent amount of dry air and wind shear. Wind shear is basically the crisscrossing of the winds, and that's what's going to fight the western side of the storm. So that, along with the computer models that are just continuing to come in this afternoon, a good indication that this still, unfortunately for our friends in Louisiana, looks like it's headed right for them. Here's the latest advisory. We'll have a new one coming up when we see you here in about 30 to 45 minutes. 100-mile-an-hour winds, that puts it as a Category 2 hurricane, and moving, this is important too, northwest at 17 miles an hour, so it's moving fairly quick. We are expecting it to make that turn over the next 24 hours, could strengthen as a Category 3 hurricane, and then make landfall here as we get in towards Friday afternoon, that is, as a Category 3 hurricane, and then quickly move inland. Now, the story with that obviously is going to be the wind damage, the storm surge. It could be upwards of 4 to 7 to 11 feet across places like Cameron, which is basically right. That got hit with the Hurricane Laurie when it came through, and of course Hurricane Sally that was just to the east of that. A lot of spots from there all the way over towards Mobile, Alabama have been trying to recuperate and sort of rebuild and repair, and it does look like they're unfortunately going to have to be in the crosshairs of this once again. So the spaghetti models, they continue to provide a really good indication that they're fairly packed in tightly, so it gives us an indication that we are fairly confident in this forecast. Meanwhile, we still have tropical storm watches for some of the eastern counties. We're going to have to watch out for that. We'll have a lot more coming up, not only on this, but what is going to be a very warm weekend as we get in towards that weekend forecast. Guys, we'll have all that coming up here in about 30 minutes.
All right, thank you, Justin. Of course, Channel 2 already getting our logistics in place. Our Jonathan Martinez on his way to Lake Charles, Louisiana to check on preparations for Hurricane Delta. You might recall, as Justin mentioned, that area was hit hard by Hurricane Laura in late August. We will be live with Jonathan in our 6 o'clock newscast.
Also, Governor Greg Abbott teasing a huge announcement this afternoon, telling Texans to keep a close eye on his Facebook page. Earlier this week, the governor said that he have more news regarding reopenings and hinted that it may involve the reopening of bars. So we're looking forward to that announcement.
All right, folks, with allergies, we know there's a lot of you out there. You suffer enough this time of the year, but the pandemic is adding to your worries. Today at 4, how to tell if it's allergies or COVID-19, and the one thing that can help protect you from both.
Yeah, that ragweed has been something recently. Right, Justin?
Yeah,
I've been like sneezing and itchy eyes, but yeah, very good. We're going to be talking all about that coming up at 4 o'clock, guys.
All right, guys.
We'll see you then. Thanks.
Still ahead, the Bayou City Arts Festival is going virtual this year. We've got all the details on how you can support the local art scene and your favorite artists coming up.
But first, we'll meet a local father who is continuing his son's legacy through charity and giving back to the community. His story next. Welcome back. It is one of our favorite things to do here in Houston, but this year's Bayou City Art Festival will look just a little bit different.
Well, that's because it will be a virtual experience, and here with all the details is the festival's executive director, Kelly Batterson. Great to see you, Kelly.
Hi, thank you. Thanks for having me on.
So let's talk about this, because so many people and organizations have gotten very creative in order to keep the art community, the art world alive. And that's, you know, let's talk about Bayou City Arts Festival, because typically over the years, over 1 million people have enjoyed this tradition?
Absolutely. And they've formed memories and, fond memories of that. So yeah, it's very important, to keep it going and to keep connected with our community and our audience.
I didn't realize, Kelly, that this started as the Westheimer Art Festival. So if anyone went way back in the day, this is the same festival that's just evolved over the years. The name changed in the mid-90s. But what's really cool is that the festival community, you guys are so strong, and you have so many different partners. You've been able to donate literally millions and millions of dollars to your community partners.
We have, and it's interesting, a lot of people don't really know that we do select different nonprofit partners, as we call them, for each event. So there's an application process. So we just sort of want to spread the wealth and, shine a spotlight on different nonprofit organizations. And for this last year, for 2020, we kind of picked up some new art organizations that we wanted to share with people, and maybe that people didn't know about. So it was an opportunity for us we hoped to shine a spotlight on them, like Artists for Artists and Warriors in Art. So some other art organizations are part of our nonprofit partner group this year.
And so many people, I think, have memories of either strolling the art, purchasing something. I mean, it happens twice a year. So usually in downtown Houston for the fall, Memorial Park, of course, in the spring. But we have to remember that the art community has been deeply, deeply affected by this pandemic. And I think it's wonderful that you all have created a virtual platform over the last couple of weeks to be able to connect artists with the community.
And that was really important to us because there were a lot of art organizations and art festivals very similar to our platform that ended up just kind of closing up 2020 and saying, we'll see you in 2021. So it was important for us as an organization to stay connected, stay relevant, stay in touch with our art community. So that was one of our first goals when we were coming out of not being able to do our March event in the spring in Memorial Park.
When you guys started doing this virtual happy hour, I guess about a month ago, I hosted an event one night with Gonzo247, and of course, many of us have seen his street art all over town. I'm a big fan of his. Courtney, you're doing one with DONKEEBOY, right?
Yes.
And there are a ton of different artists, essentially, that you have plucked out and featured. So can you just sort of talk us through what people can expect from these virtual happy hours you've been doing?
So our virtual happy hour series that we did, we started out in August, and what you can see, and these will be part of our virtual experience over the weekend, is it's an art talk, and so it's really just having fun. There's a signature cocktail. You just get an hour with a cool artist and learn, you know, what their journey has been, what their inspiration has been. It ties to the art community. So they've been really fun. It's been very successful for us. And we're sad our last one is going to be next week with DONKEEBOY on Thursday from 6 to 7 on Facebook Live and our YouTube channel.
And I cannot wait to have that conversation. I'm a huge fan of DONKEEBOY and just hearing about his story and also his inspiration. Let's also talk about the online art auction and how people can place bids for all the things that are there.
So right now, we kicked it off on Monday. It was sort of our pre-event kickoff. So Monday through Thursday, so you have until Thursday at 11 o'clock, I believe. We have an online auction. You go to our website, BAYOUCityArtFestival.com, and you will see all of the beautiful art. We've got 50 pieces that were donated from our Bayou City Art Festival artists, as well as several experiences from wine tasting at Total Wine to an 8-person private beer tasting and dinner at Carbach to Stella Artois has a cool outdoor cooler and a bunch of beer. So there's some cool things that you can, experiences that you can definitely bid on. So you only have until Thursday at 11, and then that auction portion will be over.
Very nice. And then for the actual Bayou City Art virtual experience, does this have a specific time frame?
It's really just Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So
Okay.
Friday at 9 a.m., you will go back to our website and you will just, now you'll have a virtual experience. So we built it in a way that, I mean, it's hard to replicate strolling through the streets and talking to artists and having that engagement and drinking your glass of wine or your glass of Stella, you know. So we tried to have a robust website that really was a main celebration of art, celebrate all types of art. It gave us an opportunity to obviously focus on our artists who we care and love so much. All 300 artists will have their pieces there that you can go and buy directly from them on their website. But we also wanted to make sure that we had a lot of engagement. So our engagement comes from a segment of our show that we call Art Crawl. And it's pretty cool because you can see videos of different artists, watching them work, telling their story, behind the scenes, like look at their studios. We've got some pretty cool stuff. Orange Show did some cool stuff on the Beer Can House and their organization and the art parade. So yeah, there's a lot there to look at and to learn. So we wanted people to be able to come back several times over the weekend, do some shopping. You know, it's a free event, but we do have a virtual ticket, or we call it a virtual ticket. And for any donation that you make during the weekend, we have the virtual ticket is actually a donation. If you make a $25 donation or more, we've got some really fine raffle prizes, like a membership to the Museum of Fine Arts, a membership to the Arboretum for a year. We have a helicopter, my favorite is the helicopter tour around Houston, which is pretty cool. We've got a dinner for two at Garden Grace, that upscale steakhouse. So there's some really cool things that you can donate and then be entered into that raffle.
And I love that that's immediate support for Bayou City Art Festival. Just purchase that virtual ticket. You can also text Save Our Art to 243725 to make a donation there as well.
Kelly Batterson, thanks so much for spending some time with us today. And thanks for continuing the festival virtually this year.
Thank you so much.
And again, that website for more information is BayouCityArtFestival.com.
And after the break, how choosing the right light bulb can help you customize the ambiance in your home. That's next.
Courtney, who knew today is actually a holiday?
I did not.
It is National LED Day. And what better time for us all to think about bringing more light into our homes and picking bulbs that set the right tone for our space.
And our teacher today is Catherine Emery, home improvement and lifestyle expert, is joining us now with tips for choosing light bulbs that will help create the perfect atmosphere. It's great to see you, girlfriend. I know you're geeking out on this, just like Derek.
We are too.
I'm such a dork, but you know what? I hope everybody keeps shining over there, because we're going to be talking about light bulbs for this whole segment.
So, and seriously, I mean, Catherine, this can absolutely transform a room. Sometimes you go in a space and you're like, what is off? But then the moment the lighting changes, you can set a mood, the brightness. So walk us through what you've got today.
You are so spot on, Derek. So I'm going to kind of break it down, because remember, you just used to go into the store and grab a light bulb and you would go. But now there's a couple things you need to look at when you're buying a light bulb. So number one is the lumens. So that's the brightness. It's what we used to know as watts. And then the other one is Kelvin, which I know you're kind of referencing. It's like either that really bright, invigorating blue or that kind of like that cool, warm glow, that yellow. So let's talk about room by room, because it's overwhelming. So let's start with the rooms that we want the most light, right? The kitchen, the bathroom, and the garage, because we're doing invigorating activities there. We need light. So that's where you're going to want to look for a bulb that's sometimes called daylight. So it's got about 5,000 Kelvin, so it's like that bright, bright blue. And then 100-watt equivalent of lumens is now 1,600 lumens. So you can really get that good energy going, right? So, and just so you guys know the reference zone for Kelvins, like 1,900 Kelvins is a candle, 10,000 is the sun. So it all just depends what you're doing in that room and what you want. So next would be, like think about like that middle grade. So think about like bright light. So like your dining room, your office, you still want that energy, but maybe not so bright. So that's where you're going to get that bright light. So it's about, 4,000 Kelvins, about 1,100 lumens, which is 75 watts. Are you guys following me here?
I am, and I'm so glad you are talking about this, because I have been clueless for the last, bit trying to buy light bulbs. They don't match at all.
It is tough to buy light bulbs these days.
No, they don't. Well, and then they've got the soft white. So this is what I love. Everyone wants that like warm glow that the incandescent light bulbs used to give us. So that's what you call soft white. That's good for your bedroom, good for your living room, good for places that you're chilling out. So that's about 800 lumens, which is a 60 watt, and 2,700 Kelvins. Now, the nice thing is there's on all of the bulbs nowadays, they have this little light bulb. It's almost like the nutrition thing that you get for food. So they'll walk you through it, but just a good way to think, because, LEDs, they save us money, they save us energy. One bulb costs $6 a year to operate. So just an awesome way to think about how to light your different spaces.
It really is incredible, Catherine. And I know off the top I was kind of making a joke about this national holiday, but LED Day was really established back in 2016 to honor these scientists who got the Nobel Prize for creating the light-emitting diode, because as you mentioned, they're less expensive to operate, and they are certainly much better for the environment in the long term.
Yeah, exactly. Most people don't realize bulbs were invented in the 50s, but until these scientists invented that blue, we couldn't use them. So now let's go to the fun stuff, you guys, right? So we use the light, let there be light, right? But there are light bulbs these days that do more than, well, let's start with a bulb. So we talked about having daylight, bright light, soft light in one bulb. Nowadays, these full color smart bulbs, you can get it all in one bulb. So I have here C by GE, and this is what I mean. So there's some great B-roll, but I'm also, of course, going to geek out on my phone with you guys. But you can make it all in that one bulb. You can make it that warm here. So that's that warm color that we were talking about, kind of that like soft white. You can make it that, you can make it the bright, there's the higher Kelvin, so that blue light. You can dim it in the bulb. You can turn it to different colors, so Halloween's coming. This orange is gonna be good for my haunted house. So this smart color bulb just has everything built in. So depending on what you're doing, you want a lot of light, you want a different light, and here's some other pictures to go with it. I just love that all those features. So instead of having to go out and figure out what bulb you buy, just buy one bulb and get all the color temperatures, get everything in there, no hub required, which I love. You can even set different schedules for it. So just a great, great bulb. And then Derek, you're gonna geek, Derek and Courtney, you guys are gonna geek out on me on this one. So this is GE's LED Plus battery backup. Ready? Are you guys ready for this?
Yeah.
Check this out. It's still going.
What?
Oh my word.
Isn't that amazing, Court? It's got a 5-hour battery backup so that if the power goes out, like in Houston, we always have crazy storms coming our way there.
Okay, that's genius.
Right?
Genius and cool to the touch, clearly, if you can pick it up. Listen, we're tight on time. Let's run us through some of the other cool technology that you have today, including, I guess, a speaker and a light bulb in one?
Yep, absolutely. So here's the speaker is built right into the light bulb. So you literally, if you can see here, it's the par 30. So these can go in your overhead. Oh, there's me, my fabulous B-roll that I filmed for you guys. So see, all you install, I do it all, you guys. What can I say? So this is also GE LED Plus. So the point is, it's a 60-watt bulb that you can use every day, and it's got this one extra feature. So this one has a speaker built into it. The other one has a battery backup built into it. The other one has dusk to dawn. The other one has motion sensor. The other one has a timer. So it's just really cool. You know, you figure, hey, you're going to go out and buy a 60-watt bulb that's this nice temperature. Why not have a little extra feature in there? And then we need somewhere to plug our lights, right? So we've all been working from home a lot more. So Lamps Plus has this workstation dimmer lamp. Here's how awesome it is. You can put any lamp on top of this workstation here, and it becomes, it has a USB plug, it has a power outlet, and it will turn any lamp into a dimmable lamp. So
wow.
Isn't that so cool? And that's by Lamps Plus, and they have all these different colors. They've got like, see, she's doing it right there, but you know, you can see the different ports. They've got like silvers, they've got traditional, they've got modern, and those are all at lampsplus.com. But just, you know, my husband keeps seeing this in my here for the TV. He's like, when is that going to end up on my desk? Because he loves it. It's great. We're all working from home. Why not utilize?
You always, Catherine, bring the best of the best to us. I am keeping all of my notes. I'm going to get my light bulbs in order.
You got to get your light bulb life together, Courtney.
I do.
Catherine Emery, thank you so much.
I love it. Bright ideas, girl. And you can head over to our website, HoustonLife.tv, to see all of the tips and products that Catherine shared today.
And Houston Life will be right back.
See honeymoon plans. You know, 95% of couples have canceled or postponed their trips this year. So now first moon trips or replanned honeymoons are being booked. We're going to share the top 5 first moon destinations that are fully refundable if you change your mind. Do you have to like say that you're getting married? Is this just a trip?
I don't get this. So if you didn't go on your honeymoon, now it's called a first moon trip?
But can anybody go on a first moon?
But does it take you to the actual moon?
I hope so.
We have a lot of questions.
There's a lot of questions.
Hopefully we can get some answers for you tomorrow. But in the meantime, that does it for us here at Houston Life.